Good morning, students. Now it's time for science class. Today we will discuss about chapter 13, motion and time. So we'll already discussed about motion, what is motion, non-uniform motion, various types of motion, speed. So all these are covered. That means the theoretical portion of this chapter already covered. Now we go to the exercises. So students, please concentrate and follow the questions, and from questions try to give the answers. Okay, so the first question number A, the very short answer questions, that is one answer in one word. Okay, the first question is, what is the device containing a metallic bulb suspended with the help of a string called? So the metallic bulb is also called the metallic ball. Okay, what is this? It is a rigid part, and from this a metallic ball is of a string is hanged. Okay, so what is the device containing a metallic bob suspended with the help of a string called? This is called simple pendulum. Okay, so it is a simple pendulum. So the answer for the question 1, A1, the device containing a metallic bob suspended with the help of a string called simple pendulum. Now in the second question, what is the maximum displacement of the bob from its mean position called? So when the bob is displaces the maximum position, that is this position, or in that position, the maximum displacement is called the amplitude. Okay, so the maximum displacement of the bob from its mean position, here mean position, this is the mean position. Okay, this is the mean position. So the maximum displacement from the mean position is called the amplitude. Okay, now in the next question, what is the SI unit of speed? What is the SI unit of speed? So speed is equal to distance traveled by train. Speed is equal to distance traveled by time. Speed is equal to distance traveled by time. So in SI, distance traveled is meter and time is second. So the unit of speed in SI, yes, meter per second. Okay, now in the next question number 4, and which physical quantity is measured by odometer? So odometer and speedometer, I tell you, that is the two important part. The odometer is the quantity, is the physical quantity measured is distance traveled. Okay, and speedometer, so by odometer the physical quantity measured is distance traveled, and the speedometer, by speedometer the is what is measured by the speedometer. By speedometer speed is measured. Okay, I repeat it. By odometer, distance traveled is measured, and by speedometer, the speed is measured. Okay, then we move on to the next question. Question number A5. And what is the graph drawn on the Cartesian axis called? Okay, the graph drawn on the Cartesian axis is called the line graph. Okay, the graph drawn on the Cartesian axis is called the line graph. Okay, now question number B, short answer questions. Answer in 10 to 15 words. When a body, question number 1, B1, when a body can said to be in motion. When the body is in motion, when the object change its position with time, then the body is called in a motion. I repeat it, that when a object change its position, or when a body change its position with time, then the body or the object is called in motion. Now in the second part, can anybody be at absolute rest? No. That option is, this is no, nothing is at absolute rest or in absolute motion in the universe. Any object said to be in the state of rest or motion is relative to a fixed point. Okay, I repeat it, that can anybody be at absolute rest? Nothing is at absolute rest or in absolute motion in the universe. Any object said to be in the state of a rest or motion is relative to a fixed point. That fixed point is called the arbitrary. Okay, that fixed point is chosen arbitrarily. Okay, now the second question, we move on to the B2. B2, name the device that is used for measuring time interval. So the device we used for measuring time interval is stopwatch. Okay, the device used for measuring the time interval is stopwatch. Okay, name the agency which provides timekeeping services in India. The timekeeping services in India are provided by the NPL. That means NPL Delhi, that is National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. Okay, I tell you that important point when I previously told you the previous classes, and I tell you that is the important point. You have to underline that. So that is the timekeeping services in India are provided by the NPL New Delhi or National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. Okay. Now the question number 3. B3. Under what condition the time period of a pendulum does not depend upon the amplitude of oscillation? Under what condition the time period of a pendulum does not depend upon the amplitude of oscillation? So this is a pendulum. When the amplitude of the pendulum is very short or is very small. When the amplitude is very small, that is this portion. When the amplitude of the pendulum is very small, then this pendulum does not depend upon the amplitude of oscillation. Okay, the time period of a pendulum does not depend upon the amplitude of oscillation. Okay, now move on to the next question. It is the next question. Define speed. What is the SI unit? At first, that defines speed. What is speed? Speed is the distance traveled by the object in unit time. It's called the speed. The distance traveled by the object in unit time is called speed. What is its SI unit? I already told you. SI unit of speed is meter per second. Okay. Now the next question. Define non-uniform motion. Okay, we have two types of motion: uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So what is non-uniform motion? A body is said to have non-uniform motion when it travels unequal distances in equal intervals of time, or you may be told as that a body is said to have non-uniform motion when its speed differs in equal intervals of time. Okay, means that uniform motion. What is uniform motion? A body is said to have a uniform motion when it travels equal distances in equal interval time. That means a body moving with a constant speed is said to have in uniform motion, and when a body is speed is differ with equal intervals of time, then it is called in a non-uniform motion. So what is the example? Give one example here. If a body in 0 second, 1 second, okay, after 0 second, 1 second, and this is the time. Okay, these are the time and these are the distances. 0 second, the 0 distance is covered. In 1 second, if 1 meter is covered. Okay, and in next 1 second, that is in 2 seconds, it is covered. If covered 3 meter, okay, then here in first 1 second it is covered 1 meter, and in the next 1 second, that is in next 1 second it is covered 2 meters. That is, that speed is not an uniform speed, it changes with equal intervals of time. That is, it is an non-uniform motion. Okay, this is an example of a non-uniform motion. Okay, now the long answer type questions. We have to answer the question in 20 to 25 words. So when an object is said to be in motion, an object said to be in motion when its positions with time, when it changes its position with time, then it is called in a motion. Okay, when the object change their positions with time, it's said to be in a motion. Okay, now there are various types of motion: translatory motion, linear motion, rotatory motion, curvilinear motions, periodic motions, oscillatory motions. These are various types of motions. Okay, so you have to read, you have to write these types of motions and what is motions. Okay, so now here the question number 2: classify the motion of the following as linear, circular and oscillatory motion. So number A, cyclist on a straight plane road, a B. A plucked string on a sitar. C. Tip of the hand of a clock. Earth moving around the sun. A stone falling from certain height. F. A swing. Okay, so you have to classify the which type of motion, linear, circular or oscillatory. Okay, so it is for your homework. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.